Hello, good evening. Welcome to our virtual back to school night. I'm your professor for the evening, Mr. Groening, Joe Groening. And you are now in physics, which is held during period B3. We're in room 325. A little about our course. First of all, this is an algebra-based physics course. So we won't be using any calculus. There will be a little bit of trigonometry as we get into some of the sections on vectors. Some other information, as you can see, the best way to contact me is through email. That's jgroening at stdominichighschool.org. I would suggest that way of contacting me over phone calls, since I'm able to check my email quite regularly during the day. I do coach freshman football in the fall and varsity baseball in the spring, so emails are better than any other way to contact me. A little about our course. Probably one of the main questions you might have is how are grades determined? This year we have kind of streamlined our grading system. We're going with 3 topics: summative, formative, and the semester and final exams. Summative grading will include tests and major projects. They will make up 55% of your total grade. Formative assessment would include homework, classwork, labs, and quizzes. This makes up approximately 30% of our grade. Finally, the semester and final exam are 15% of the grade. As you know, for the seniors that are taking this course, since this is an honors level course, generally speaking, the school has said that seniors that have privilege are exempt from final exams. We'll see how that goes. A lot of that depends on many different factors. So, what are some of the topics we'll cover this year? Well, you may already know that so far we've been talking about the introduction to physics. Things like the metric system, powers of 10, significant digits. We've moved on and are currently working with motion, kinematics. We're going to be looking at velocity, acceleration, and then studying the different graphs that are associated with those 2 types of motion. We'll then move on to Newton's laws of motion and talk about forces. We'll eventually get into a little bit of geometry and trig when we'll be actually working with vectors and vector addition, momentum, and work and energy. That's the plan. We'll get through those 6 topics in the first semester. In the second semester, we cut it down to 5 topics since many of our seniors will be taking their exams. Juniors, obviously, we will continue school for another 2 weeks after the seniors are finished. But we'll work on waves, sound, light, optics, and then hopefully we'll have enough time to get to electricity. We'll also be doing several projects this year. One of the first projects that will start here in September will be our Mars lander, also known as the egg drop. But it's a lot more fun when you think about that you're dropping a space probe onto the surface of Mars. Then, keeping with our space theme, hopefully in early October we'll be able to do our water rockets. A lot of that is weather dependent. Then in the second semester, when we're more likely to be inside with the weather, we'll have our mousetrap cars and our file folder bridges, which we weren't able to complete last year because of virtual learning. I'm hoping this year we'll get to some of those whole file folder bridges. It's a lot of fun. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at jgroening@stdominics.org. And I think it's going to be a great semester. I'm really excited about having all the kids in class, and it's just going to be a fantastic year. See you soon.